I am going to grab one and you have to introduce it.
Good?
Yep. Hi, she's Kaylin.
On the barrel, black butt whiskey.
No. No. So I think what?
I already introduced it. You don't have to reintroduce it.
I think what she meant to say was today on the barrel, black Butte whiskey.
I mean,
this is distilled and bottled by Bendistillery. All one word. Bendistillery? All one word? Yeah, Bendistillery. Not Bend Distillery.
that's because it's from Bend, Oregon.
Yes. So we now know two things. There's no butts involved. Unless you want there to be. So I believe this is single malt, or it just says malt whiskey. I'm hoping maybe the mash bill will be on here somewhere, but aged 5 years, and I don't know if it's aged entirely or if it's finished in Black Butte Porter barrels. If you've ever had that, I thoroughly enjoy that beer. I wish I had one right now because it'd be fun to taste both things. Aged in new number 4 char American oak barrels. And notes of black.
You don't have to read to yourself. There's people watching.
Well, actually, I think I might be wrong. Maybe it's not at all aged in those porter barrels. Oh, it's distilled from the wash of the Black Butte Porter. Okay, you get your grains together, and at that point, you're like, oh, we could either make beer from this, or we could distill this and make some sort of spirit. All you gotta do is read a little bit, and then you'll know more. But still no pronunciation. There's no phonetic pronunciation of it back here. You'll have to look that up after.
Butte.
This is release number 6 of this particular whiskey. I've probably had this bottle for 4 years. 94 proof, so 47% distilled from grain. Doesn't give like the mash bill, but again, it's presumably what the Black Butte Porter is made from. Created the first.
Oh, don't let any fall out.
Okay, it's corked pretty tight. A malt whiskey double distilled from the wash.
Seems like it needs a good shake.
What do we? Oh, we got a little sediment down. I guess we'll try it. Hang on.
If you haven't liked and subscribed this video, do it. Or don't.
True. Actually, that wasn't very tight. Pour a little bit. All right.
These are very dirty.
They can't be dirty. I literally just wiped them down myself with my own hands.
Very pretty color, like a honey.
Like a dark honey hue.
Apples. But not daycare juice, like right off the orchard.
Not a tart, like green apple though.
No.
Like a
very
Braeburn.
specifically like a red apple. Wow, it's just apples, apples, apples all day long.
It is like, yeah, like now like the caramel is coming through a little bit. Like caramel apple. Like if you go to a fair and you just get a big old sticky caramel apple.
Yeah, okay.
There's a little bit or a good
like
amount
a sugar,
of the malt coming through
Yeah.
in here. Yeah, this is really nice nose.
It is crazy.
It's malty, it's creamy, appley, like
Yeah.
red apple, caramel.
So often what I get on the nose is just burny, burn, burn, burn. This is not that. The nose alone is worth it.
Hey, cheers. Oh, God. Really gotta figure out how to do that quieter.
Whoa. Oh my God, it's like Floral City.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
but
wasn't
then,
expecting that.
what's that? It's like, I don't even have a word for it, but it's weird.
Right when I took a sip, I felt like I was like in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and I was like a little ant, and I was like walking through the grass with like little flowers and stuff. It tasted a little bit grassy but not in like a weird tangy, like you get sometimes with rye when it's like more of a, not astringent, but.
You know, in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, they shrink the kids, not like, they don't become ants.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
No, this isn't A Bug's Life. I was just.
I mean, that's kind of what you just described.
But no, you're right. Floral, like fresh.
Yeah.
Outdoors, really nice maltiness.
That is so unexpected. What is this?
It's fresh.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is this?
Well, you're always like, it's a bourbon, it's a rye.
Oh, this is just
scotch.
a malt whiskey. So
I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
I would not, if you would have handed me this and been like, what kind of whiskey is this? I like to think that at least I know something to know, like, all right, it's got, lots of sugar, it's bourbon. Oh, it's got more of like that horse tack room situation going on, it's a rye. It's got like salty, briny, peaty, smoky, crazy, that's a scotch. Maybe not all of them are peaty, crazy, and whatever. But this one is so weird.
Yeah.
And it's because it doesn't fall into one of those.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of something still a whiskey by definition, but doesn't fall into one of like the subcategories, right? This is just a spirit distilled from a grain and then aged, in this case, 5 years.
I'm kind of curious to read what their tasting notes are. Chocolatey notes of Black Butte Porter and Gaines? What?
It tastes like Gaines.
Chocolatey notes of Black Butte Porter and Gaines woody, earthy flavors from the... Oh, it Gaines. I think I wasn't reading it from the beginning of the sentence. It's been a long time since I've had to read in public.
I thought you were just... Wait, what?
Woody, earthy flavors from the oak. You know what? Disagree.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, hard disagree. That's not what I get off of that.
Look out,
but
dish shoots.
I also think that, like, in general, tasting is a very subjective thing, obviously.
No.
If you've been watching any of these videos.
Never.
It's zero chocolate.
I think
Maybe earthy, but not even really woody.
I expected a lot of chocolate, it being a mash that makes up a porter.
Maybe when it was first opened, it did. Maybe it's changed.
Yeah, I kind of remember it being similar to a stout finished, like, bourbon or a stout finished single malt. And, but it's not on par with like that Westward stout finish single malt, which I did a video on earlier, where it's just like chocolate, chocolate, chocolate in the best way. This is more like
apples all day long.
like, yeah, like caramel apple, but also like when you're outside on like a fresh spring day, I don't even know if it's necessarily like, it's not really dusty or anything. It's like, yeah, floral and vibrant, but at the same time, dark caramel covered red apple.
Yeah, super enjoyable.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job.
really good. That's really, really good.
Nice pick.
Thanks, man. I think this is pretty dang available too. I want to say you could probably find this at...
How much was this one?
Here, that's special. I honestly don't remember.
I really like that.
Yeah, that's really good. Really good. Nice job,
And-
Bendistillery.
Kind of youthful.
I thought you like older guys.
I do. That Craig situation was great.
Whoa, who's Craig?
If you liked this, like and subscribe.
Right.
Is this the time that we say that again?
I used to do that once.
I mean,
This
I
is
do
where we
think.
say goodbye, I think.
Oh, okay. If you're still here, goodbye. Tune in next time.